Good morning, everyone. I apologize. I have not vlogged, and it is 11:45. Welcome to year 5 of daily vlogging. Anyway, I took a shower this morning. My hair is drying. No, don't lay on my lap. Hang on. Anyway, sorry. Yes, I woke up this morning to Keanu on me wanting attention. I also woke up after a really great dream that I had that I want to share. I dreamed that I was on set for the feature film that I sold, but for some reason in my dream I was only there on the last day. Anyway, but I got to like talk to the people who were playing the roles, and of course now that I look back at it, like what was being shot in my dream was not at all the script, but that's what it was supposed to be. And I was so excited, and I got to talk to them, and it was so great. And I woke up and I absolutely loved that feeling. So I also don't know if I've said this on here, so I apologize if I haven't. Production is now slated for September for the project, and I apologize if I've already said that, due to location availability. And so, but it sounds like they really want me up there, and of course I'm going up there, like it's gonna happen. But when the producer let me know about that, he told me, he was like, and I can't imagine us making it without you here with us. And I was like, oh, my heart. So I'm so excited. Bring on September. At the moment, the place I have to travel to still has restrictions up and requires a 2-week quarantine. Now, by the time we get to when we're supposed to shoot, it still might depend. I might have to actually leave the 3rd week of August and do the 2-week quarantine so I'm able to be on set when they start shooting. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll keep an eye on that, or I'll keep a really close eye on that. Also, I just made some cookies. But yes, I took a shower this morning. I had therapy at 10, and I am editing the interview that is going up this week. It's uploading right now, and I'm making the poster for it, for Breaking Character. And I got in touch with the last person I hadn't heard from for July, so we are all good for July. Everyone is a go. And then I need to start thinking about August. And then now that I know it's supposed to shoot in September, now I should hopefully, once we get closer, I will ask them like, hey, like when is it slated to end? Because I will put the show on hold. I'm very glad I didn't put the show on hold thinking that it would still be July, and it was not. But now that I know it should be September, when it gets closer to August, like beginning of August, I will, if I don't have a schedule by then already, I will ask them for one so I know when to say the hiatus is taking place. The other thing I just realized I need to do, and I think I'm going to put myself on a schedule for this, and it's going to be that at the end of every month, I update the Breaking Character IMDb, because I always get behind, and I never mean to, but it's just I'm so focused on doing the interviews, editing, and getting the videos up that I forget to do the IMDb for a few weeks, and then I'm a few weeks behind and all of that. So I think I'm going to make it to where at the end of every month, that is what I do, with the exception of now, because I will do it now, because I'm way behind. But then I will do it again at the end of this month, and then I will do it at the end of next month, and so on and so forth. So let's hope I can remember to do that. Okay, note to self. I decided to get pizza because it'll last me like 3 meals, and I had a free, because the last time, and I wonder if that's gonna happen this time too, I don't really know. Last time when I ordered it when I was sick, I ordered it for delivery, and they ended up calling, it's when they called me and they were like, hey, we are really backed up. It'll take like 2 hours for us to get it to you unless if you can come pick it up. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll come pick it up. And because I went to go do that, I got an email from them that was like, hey, that delivery was not what we wanted it to be. Here's a free medium pizza, but it had to be for delivery only. So I was like, you know what, I'll do that for lunch because they're probably less busy at lunch. Well, sure enough, they are less busy, but their first delivery driver doesn't get there until 5 p.m. tonight. So I am going to pick it up anyway, but that still means that I did not. The only thing too that I'm a little bummed about is I had to add on to the order more than I normally would because that store has a minimum delivery fee. That was like $17. So, I mean, the sides that I ordered, like, I'm gonna eat those too, and it'll last me for, same thing, like 3 days. So, you know, overall it's worth it because as I said, it's basically the cost of, 3 meals, so that's great. But, if I was gonna have to go pick it up anyway, I wouldn't have added those things on, but then I would have had to pay. It's just, this whole thing. Anyway, I'm gonna go pick it up, and I felt bad. Nola had just laid down on my lap as soon as they called me, and I should have known that they would have called me. So anyway, not gonna lie, I had to push myself to go out and deliver tonight, because my book is really good and I just wanted to keep reading, and I had not had time to spend any time with Toad yet today, but I'm gonna do that when I get home. But I also have to pick out my outfits for headshots tomorrow morning. And I mean, that won't take long. But yeah, so I'm out delivering. Hopefully it won't be too slow of a night, but I'm gonna head up to the Alpharetta area because that's usually a solid bet. Alright, well, I've decided to just sit in a parking lot at the Avalon, which is a big section of Alpharetta, and just wait until I get a request, because I did not realize that it would not. Usually I get a request within like the first 5-10 minutes, and today obviously is even a little bit slower than yesterday. Maybe I should have started at 6. It did show that 6 was at even more of a peak time than 5. And I didn't bring my book with me, so it's my own fault. I should say too, there are hotspot areas, busy areas right now, but it is literally in the heart of Atlanta, and I do not want to travel that way on the highway willingly. I'll wait until this area starts to get more busy, and then I'll go from there, because unless if it's, I get a delivery request and it's for a good amount and I go down there, but other than that, I'm gonna stay up here. I'll be patient. Probably 30 seconds after I made that last video, I got the first one of the night, so I'm on my way to deliver that now. Well, the second one I got for the night is one that I am making a trek for, but I'm being paid nearly 20 bucks for it, so it's less than an hour, and I'm being paid 20 bucks, so that's more than 15 an hour just for this one delivery, so that's kind of how I balance it out, even though did I know I was going this far? No. But it's in Norcross, so I think the way that I'm going, it's not necessarily highways, it's just a lot of like traffic lights, so I'm cool with that. And I've already told the customer, like, hey, just want to give you the heads up, like, it's gonna take me a little bit to get there, which the app should have told them that, but now I always make sure because I don't want to get a bad rating. But yeah, so time to make a trek. Probably ends up meaning I'm gonna be making a lot of the rest of my deliveries tonight down in Norcross, so that means I'm definitely gonna have to allow myself more time to get home so I'm not driving home in pitch black. So I need to stop delivering then probably around 8:30. So it's like 9-10 or so when I get home. I am home. I have put together, there are so many clothes because with headshots, it's better to bring more than to bring less, because just, you could bring stuff and then it's like, oh, that doesn't really work. And then I've also got jackets. I'm gonna bring them all out to the car now so I don't have to do that tomorrow morning, because I need to leave here plan to leave here no later than 8, because we're meeting at 9:30, but I need to travel very close into Atlanta, or I need to travel into Atlanta a little bit before going, am I going west? East or west? So I'm bound to hit traffic. So I want to allow myself, it's usually 55 minutes without traffic, so I'm allowing myself an hour and a half, and I will keep an eye on it at like 7:30 in the morning to see if I need to be like, I have to go now. So I'm gonna bring this out to the car, and then I'm gonna hang out with Toad downstairs until I go to bed. Also, what felt like a very slow day for delivering ended up turning out really, really well. I made a lot more than I suspected I would. My goal kind of every day is to hit like $15 an hour, like what the equivalent of $15 an hour is, no matter how many hours I'm working. So today, it was 3.5 hours that I drove for, or that I was online for, and I ended up making 81 bucks. That is literally, divided the math, it's about $23 an hour. Crazy. So anyway, very, very grateful that it turned out to be a great day, because I was, at the beginning of the day, I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be one. Like, I'm glad I made a good amount on Monday, because or more than I expected on Monday, because it'll kind of even out for, you know, the less that I make today, but I was pleasantly surprised. Alrighty, my alarm is set for 7:15 tomorrow morning, because since everything other than my makeup stuff is already in the car, I figure that allows me a little bit of extra time, and makeup doesn't take me long, and I'm just leaving my hair down for the first part of it. And yes, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.